Hello, this is another sudden quick live before I keep on getting deeper into my crafts. I had said I was going to share with you some of my new ornaments for this year, and here they are. um, I had made these ornaments because earlier in the year and just hadn't really listed them or anything because a customer asked me to make a dozen of ornaments. Um, Anyways, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I'm going to show you the ornaments that I made. This is just a project share, and I hope to be here maybe about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15, I don't know. But these are just a take on some that I've already done that I've taught you how to make these types of baubles with either fabric or with the lace on top, and most of these don't have lace on top. They don't have a fabric that turns into a flower on top, and I do have tutorials for that. You can ask me in the comment section if you really need a link, but really just Google Crafty Devotion Christmas baubles. And if you do run into a 5-minute video, usually if I have a tutorial that's 5 minutes, that means I usually have another one that's longer and more detailed. That's usually what you'll find on the Christmas baubles. So this one here, and these are some I just placed most of these in my shop already. It's kind of hard to show you at this angle, but it actually dangles down below. You can see. And this one I found this vintage fabric. It has actually little Christmas trees and it's all red. And then I wanted to see what it looked like using my more elegant gold trim. And so that's how this came to be. And the customer who had ordered ornaments from me, she wanted like, darker colors, reds and golds and blues and greens. And she ordered like 8, and I told her, well, I'm going to make about a dozen, and then you go ahead and choose which ones you like. And so she chose her 8 that she liked, and these are the ones that she did not choose actually. So I still might go back and make some of the ones that she actually took. But I doubt that because I have another project going on. So that's a red one. And then this is a blue one following some of the same ideas. And I just did this one where I put the gold coming downward this way, and then I added on top stuff. And you can see this is just a beautiful, like these types of things I use here are curtain trims. I placed a small silver curtain trim one in my shop. It's the one that have the satin ribbon around them. And I love the ones that look vintage, and I'll buy some of those, and that's what I used in this one. And this is a thin satin fabric that I turned into a rose. And so this is another one I made. And then this one is another gold, and this one is actually is silk. This fabric is actual silk, and I used the silk. I wrapped the ball in it, and then I also decorated it with another gold because she wanted golds, so I used a lot of golds and reds. And then here's another trim. I'm another one of those beaded dangles I used here along the edge, and some of that trim along there. And I used a vintage looking lace with this one. So these are just things that you can get ideas of. You can use my tutorials and try to make your own. And here's another one. This one is a vintage fabric that I picked up not long ago, and it just has this really different feel to it. I don't know exactly what kind of fabric it is. It does not melt well, so it makes me think that it's not synthetic, but maybe I don't either has content in it. I'm not sure, but I did seal the edges a little bit, and they got dark and they almost burned. So and it has almost like, I don't know, but I liked the fabric. I liked the red, the floral with the greens, and these are all in my shop. And I know most of my followers are those who want to make their own. So these are just for you to have ideas. This is what I did. You make them your own using whatever supplies you have, or I do have supplies in my shop. In my Etsy shop, I do have a lot of lace supplies and different things like that. And this one is made, this lace right here is a vintage lace, and it was brand new, like it had been stored for years. And then I pulled it out, and I loved the red color. The red was not quite bright red like sometimes at Christmas. I like them a little bit darker. And so, and then this one I placed a bling on top. These type of blings, I do have this type of stuff in the lots that I have. I think I might have one or two left of those lots. And again, I came over with, this is just a sequin trim. I don't think I have any of this in my shop, but I have some of the, like, that's like this gold one. I might not have the gold color. I don't remember what I do have. But then this is a gold, I mean, a red and gold trim, and I just put it along this way. Didn't have that much of it, so I only put I don't four corners, and then I just decorated the rest. But you can see I used a more modern fabric. You'll find this right now at, you know, at Joann's or whatever, and you can use something like that. And then here is some of the lace. I just used the lace with it, and the lace, look how pretty it looks with the gold behind it. So this is another idea. You can use a lace and then put a color behind it, and that will give it a different look depending on what you put behind it. So this one is a shiny fabric, so it gives it that shine for that lace. And I really like this one. I like this trim. It looks vintage, although it isn't. I got a sample and I've been using it, but then I couldn't find it anymore, so I don't have that at all. And other than that, let me see. I have a few that were from last year, which you can, I don't know if I ever did a video on them, but this one I did because I had another customer who wanted a lot of bubbles, and her style is also a little different, but I also use those same dangles. I put a lot of them on this one. You can see it. Then I used this fabric. You find this fabric, and I just had scraps of it. That's why I used it. I use what I have most of the time. So I had a little pieces of this fabric, and you can find this at Joann's or at Walmart or whatever. But look how easy that is to make a beautiful ball, and it's got a stretch to it. This fabric does. And then I use a different fabric alongside of it. Sometimes I'll do double layers. So there's another fabric first, and then I use that fabric, and you can see how it gives it a beautiful look. It's a very different type of a look, and my customer, that's the way she is. She likes things different. And then this one's one I made last year also, and it's that same fabric, but it's in silver. You can see how pretty it looks. Very simple to use it. And I just had a little bit. Can you see how I just used a little bit? That's because I just had a little bit. And then I added more of another beautiful, this is a chiffon, and I made a flower out of it on top. And this one I did last year. And this is a ribbon lace that you can get this at, I think, at Hobby Lobby, whatever. It's the lace that has a little pearl on top, things like that. I just use what's in my stash, and another beaded trim that you can get almost anywhere. In fact, I ordered a few of those types of beaded stuff that are a little bit different than what I've seen before. And this is an oldie but a goodie too. I had designed this a few years ago. I found an old partial kit, and I just made it a little bit different because it was a partial kit, but I used the same lace for this one. And let me see. And this one I had made already last year. And she liked these ones, so I made her a couple of these, and she took one or two of them. And this bling right here, I restocked these bings a few months ago, but don't know if I put pink in there. I think I at least have the cream of this bling in my shop. I sell them, I think, like 5 for, I don't know, $3 or $4. So it's a good way for you to get a bling. And I just did all kinds of different things to it. I used this. I made kits for this one last year. I might have a few kits left. I might just make them because I made some red ones. Here's another one. This one right here. I designed these last year, and I did sell most of them. And I have this rose one left. I think I'm listing them 2 together. So I think these 2 will be on a listing together, and you can choose one of them if you're interested in that one. And I do have more of this lace here that I used. I use this beautiful satin. This is like a thick satin, that I used underneath, and I put this gorgeous lace up here. I fussy cut around the pieces, and this is what it came out like. I think they're gorgeous, but I have a teal one like this in my shop right now. I had 2 left from last year because I did sell a lot of those. And then this one right here is another one I designed for her. I used, I think in the last kits, I gave you guys the little squares. Well, I had a fabric that was like that, and I've been using it for different things, and I cut the fabric in such a way that I was able to wrap the bauble with that white fabric. And then I made this beautiful top, and then there's a white, so I kept it all white. I like white. I think I like white for the holidays. But if anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask the questions. I am going to be looking at the questions before I finish here. So I showed you a lot of them, and you're going to have a sneak. And now I'm going to do a sneak peek because this is what I want to work on, and I keep on. Oh, this is last year's dress. This one right here, I had made a lot of kits for these because they were really popular when I first made them, and I made more. Hi, came to hang out for a bit. Oh, Night Angel, thank you. Welcome. This one is one I've made before, and I still have kits of this one in my shop. So if you want to make your own for this one, it's in my shop. This is what it looks like. And this one is silk. There's these strips right here. It's like a silk taffeta. And I love this because I love taking the colors out of there. Thank you. Thank you. This one right here is silk. And then I use I put some of the gold laces that I had in there too. And velvet. For this one, I have a detailed tutorial to help you to make it, or you can buy it finished like this. Okay, I just happened to have it there because somebody was asking about it or something. I don't remember why. And then this is what I'm making right now. Someone asked me, someone just purchased my angels. You know, I make the angels that are 12 inches. You see this mess? It's because I started making the angels and made a mess. But I said, you know what? I got to get this out of the way, these baubles, and put them away. So I said I needed to tell people about them. So this is the next angel I came up with. And she just ordered my blue angel. I had made an extra angel. Somebody had ordered it, and then they just never paid me for the order or something. And I still had it in my shop. And she ran across last year's videos of the angels, and she said, I really like the pink angels, and you think you can make small ones? And I said, wow. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like this angel. You know, this one right here, I just finished designing these, and I kind of use some of this lace right here that's on top. It's a lace that I used before for one of my little dress kits, and I just had a little bit left over, like pieces. So I'm going to make as many as I can in this color, and I'm going to put them in my shop with this lace because I don't have any more. I think I might be able to make 4 of them. So I'm going to make that. But this is an idea because I did put some other types of things. And this right here, you know what I used for this one? In the last kit, I was trying to figure out how to make these wings. And so these are how the wings came out. And you know what I use? I use a collar applique for this one. You kind of have to finagle it a bit, and I just figured it out. Here's one that's full. See, it looks like this. So I put this inside the last one of my applique lots. I think there's a few applique lots, and I put this in there, and this is what I use for my wings. So if you really want to make an angel and you say, okay, well, I need help, then you'll see that what I did is I folded it like this, and then I found the center point and I squished it out like a bow, and look how pretty that looks. The angel wings. See that? So this is, you can make angel wings out of a lot of things. I had started with a bow for inspiration. Where's that bow? It's around here. And I might still use this fabric. I might still use this to do it, but I used this. This is a lace that I had in I used to have in my shop. I still have some of it, but I just don't have it in my Etsy shop. And I thought this would make a good base also, especially if I want to put more stuff on top of it, that would make good. So you can see how a bow can actually make beautiful wings. So this is all beaded, so it gives it that up to the look. And then I was working on the height. I was trying to make them half the height because I want them to be, so this one's about 6 inches. Let me see if we could see her completely. Yes, you can see her completely right there. Let's turn her around in all of my dusty mess, because I've been working on these. You can see her. See? And so I went and I've been working on it, trying to get it where I can make duplicates so that I can put them in my shop, because I know everyone loves pink, and I know that I sell the most pink. And I plan to make a couple of other colors. So this is how mine came out. And then this was the first one I did. And I had made the outside lace, I cut it too narrow. And so I got the bright idea to, well, then let's give it a little V. And so it's the same lace. Let's turn it around. And I ended up leaving that lace on the back. This is the back of it. See, it's the same lace. And then I just put where it was it was kind of like, let me see. So see how narrow, if I were to connect this together, how narrow it is, like that. And I said, I don't like that, that's too narrow. So I opened it up and I was going to replace it with more lace, and I said, nope. And I designed it this way, where I put some cute, I have this trim right now in my Etsy shop right now, the one with the little flowers, if you like that. And then I also fussy cut one of those out and I put it on the wings. You can see. And this is a little mini flower, and I tried that on there. And then this is just a little, I've had a little bits of this pink in my shop, where I just added this last because I felt like it needed a little more pink somewhere. And I used the pink heads. So I think that these look pretty good, and I want to try and I should make a few more. And this one right here, I decided I want this to be just a little bit more narrow. So as I make them, I kind of refine them. And this lace I just sold out of. I have a little bit of this lace in my shop, but I sold out of it, so I can't tell you to go there. These flowers that you see right here, they look like the Rococo. I told you I put some of this other trim in one of the Crafty lots. Which trim is it? It's not this one. It's this one. I put this trim right here in the Crafty lots. I'm going to use this one also to make one of these angels, so I can have plenty of pink angels. So I'm going to use this one also. I use this in one of my large, I use it in my large craft. Oh, you were? Yeah, I haven't really done a tutorial on my angels, but there are other videos out there. Hi, Amy Belton, hello. And Knighton. No, I already said hi to her. Okay. Yeah, this angel right here, I'm going to try and tilt it so I could see you see more of my mess, right? This is my bin with all my big beads in it that I use for the heads. And over here, oh, my cough drops. And but this way I could read what you guys say better. I had to tilt it a little bit more. Because I actually use my phone for all my videos I do. And so I just only use my phone. So what you're seeing is from how my phone works. And if you type a message, I have to look at the top of my phone. So this one right here, let me see. So this one, I actually just sold this out. Somebody went and bought all my yardage that I had. Yes, with this lace right here, I've been doing project shares with my laces, but I haven't been doing, I haven't taught you how to make them, because I'm keeping my little tiny secrets of something. I don't keep everything, but most things. But you can figure some of this out. And I have referred some of you to, just if you Google angels, there might be other people that do angels, and I found one that's made with yarn, and it gives you a lot of great tips on how to make angels. But I do show you, because you can actually make, make things your own. And mine, this is my own, of how I took some of my ideas and turned them into angels. And So that's the pink one, and she's about they're about 6 inches. So I will be doing this color, and then I will probably do a couple of other colors, and then I don't know, they'll be different because I wanted to make several because, like I said, I've been getting requests. You want eyelet lace? Yes, I have a little bit of eyelet lace. I'm going to have to see how wide it is and see if I can actually use it. I did do one eyelet lace once and it sold right away, and then I didn't keep on doing it. I don't know why. Sometimes I get like that where I get distracted by something and then I don't finish my projects. Yes, I do. I have some white eyelet lace, which good about cotton eyelet lace is that you can dye it different colors, if you really want to do a different color. A lot of synthetics are a little bit harder to dye. Um, but I didn't show you the back of this one. So on the back, so each back would come out different. As you can see, this one I put a large flower on it, and this one I put a butterfly in the back. I put these butterflies in the pink crafty lot. There's one pink crafty lot in my shop, the $25 one. Only one left in there. But I do have the applique lots that has this part that I make the wing with, the $12 ones. Though I think almost every one of them has one of these pieces like I showed you, where you can actually fold it if you want to use that as a wing like I did. I was trying to figure out what I could use that would be sturdy enough to stay up, and that worked very well. Thank you. I'm glad you liked them. What was the other thing I was going to show you guys? Was that it? I think that's it. Make sure if you have any questions, let me know. But most everything, I just figure out proportions on my own. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I just already told you I'll be using one of these laces probably. But other than that, I think that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to share with you guys a sneak peek on my angels. And then all those other ornaments you saw, those are going in my shop, most of them. And that was it, really, unless you guys have any questions. I just want to be able to make more angels, and I keep on thinking I need room and all these baubles are in the way. Thank you. Yes, I just show you what I make, and it can inspire you to make or design whatever you want. And I have so many tutorials. If you look at my dress tutorials, they're very similar to my angels. You can incorporate other people's ideas together like I have. I make up my own designs, and I kind of combine ideas, or I come up with my own, like a light bulb clicks on and it becomes something. I think that's what I'm going to work on right now, because yeah, people ask me for my angels, and I need to make sure I start now making enough for the holiday season. And they actually sell throughout the year. They don't just sell at Christmas, because they're great memory things, great things for people to use. And I will be making these also into, if somebody wants me to make them into memory angels. If you have a wedding dress or something you want me to use that to make angels, I can do that also. But that's it. I don't see anyone has any questions. So I am going to sign off and keep crafting. Happy crafting, everyone, and thanks for visiting me. And I will talk to you guys next time.